Farm Journal's Annalisa Janini here with Paul Williams, Senior Product Manager for Kubota Tractor Company. Paul, we're standing here at the National Farm Machinery Show with the new Grand X tractor from Kubota. It's part of the M series. Tell me a little bit about this tractor.
Well, the new Grand X series that comes in 4 models, starting at the M100, then the 110, the 126, and the 135, from 85 to 118 PTO horsepower. These models will replace our current X series. We've applied the letter G for Grand to introduce the new Grand X cab on these new tractors. Spacious is a word that is not used well enough to describe the new cab. They're wider, there's more headroom, there's much more comfort. You really have to get in and take a good feel of the new Grand X cab because of all the room that we've given the operator, as well as an optional instructor seat with plenty of room. So the tractor fits the applications. All new transmission with a 24-speed power shift. So we've made many changes to the tractor to address comfort, performance, and also entering into interim Tier 4 emissions with the engine. So these tractors are ready to go and be available next spring.
So how do you think that this tractor fits in with the M series? Where does it fall in the lineup?
Well, the Grand X is our flagship, and it's the top end of the M series product line. You know, we start around 40 horsepower on the M and go right on up, but these are what we call our mid-size deluxe tractors, and deluxe in every way with all the features that customers like.
Let's talk about the new transmission a little bit. Can you tell me a little bit more about that and Kubota's Tier 4 strategy with this tractor?
Well, the transmission is a 8-speed power shift, so you have 8 speeds all in one range. We've added a middle range, so low, medium, and high. And our medium range is our field speeds. Our low range gives us 4 speeds below a mile an hour for peep applications such as blowing snow, as well as another a little over a mile an hour on the top end for transport speed. So our 24-speed transmission measures up very well. And the interim Tier 4 engines, again, meeting the government regulations as mandated by the government. These have interim Tier 4. We're using a DPF system on board, which stands for diesel particulate filter, that does a crystallization of the carbon as it's heated up through a regeneration process. So we're online and ready to go.
So using these tractors on the farm, what do you think is going to be the best application for a farm operator?
Well, one of the issues with all of our M-Series tractors is the loader applications. We have a very high ratio of loaders per tractors. So we know that the Kubota M-Series tractor is one of the main material handlers in about all applications that we sell to. The Grand X extends that to field applications because of its high output and high horsepower and deluxe operation in the cab. So there's a variety of different attachments. Our 3-point hitch capacity is increased 30%. So it's up to over 6,800 pounds with an option will go over 9,000 pounds. And 540 to 1,000 RPM dual speed PTOs are standard on them. So depending on the customer's application, they fit very well.
You mentioned earlier a little bit about the cab. Tell me a little bit more about the cab.
With the Grand X cab, we've been looking to where we could really improve our operator comfort. And when we look at the tractors of our previous model was to give the operator more room. So we've widened the cab out 10 inches and added over 7 inches more headroom. So it's a massive size interior. The instructor seat, there's plenty of room for 2. Whole new console operation on the right-hand side. The right-hand armrest includes the shift controls and throttle. So it's very well set up to suit the American user.
Let's talk about availability a little bit. I understand that this tractor will be manufactured in Lodi and in Georgia. Could you tell me a little bit more about the Georgia factory?
Well, the tractor will just be assembled there. We do build them in Japan, and we do a final assembly at our American facilities and install the loaders. If a customer orders a loader, Kubota will install the loader for the dealer. And springtime availability on both series.
In Georgia?
Both, yeah. For the dealers, availability to the dealer network will be springtime.
Mm-hmm. I understand there's some more exciting news happening at Kubota. Can you tell me a little bit about that? What's new going on?
Well, as the industry knows, that Kubota is building a tractor assembly plant next to our Kubota Industrial Equipment, KIE we call it, KIE factory in Georgia. and production will be after January of next year. Information is fairly limited at this time, but we're very excited to have tractors being assembled in the United States.